everyone. We have missed you.
We have missed you.
But we're back. Instagram, Facebook, we're doing the double tonight. So Bianca and I, Big Sister Experience, have been on holiday.
Vacay. It's been magic.
It's been amazing.
Practicing what we preach, filling our cup.
Yeah, really clocked off.
Switching off notifications, which has been magic.
Oh, was so good. And we hope that you all did the same. Obviously, over the Christmas break, people weren't as lucky as us to have a nice relaxing break with family to celebrate Christmas all together, as I'm sure you're all aware of, unless you're living in a hole somewhere. These devastating fires that are sweeping our beautiful country have obviously, they started back last year, but gotten so much worse over the Christmas period. So we just wanted to just discuss today a few things that has brought up in us. And then we've spoken to a few people as well, and it seems to be, common themes amongst everyone. So I guess there were days where everything was flooded with images, statistics, things about the fires. And we were personally feeling so helpless about what we could do in this situation that it actually brought on a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxious feelings. With us, we felt really guilty about what we were doing, which was, going to the beach with our family.
Yeah, enjoying the sun,
the
summer and the heat.
We felt really bad about that. We also felt really guilty about what to post, not only on the Big Sister, the business Facebook page, but also our personal page. And a lot of people that we've spoken to actually felt the same. They didn't want to, they felt a little bit of guilt putting up a photo of them and their family at the beach.
Well, it's almost like, if I put up this photo of me having fun, then I'm not acknowledging that there's people hurting right now.
Yeah, definitely. So we just want to discuss with you tonight. Ooh, am I back? Insta? Great. Just want to discuss with you tonight just some things that you yourself, whether it's you as an individual or as a parent or a young person, can do just to be really aware of your mental health and well-being at this time. Whether you've been affected yourself, whether you know somebody who's been affected, or whether you're like us who are, we know people who are affected, but we're also sitting here feeling a little bit helpless as well.
And I think the first thing to mention is the government just yesterday or today has said that they're allocating something like in excess of $70 million to support mental health in affected areas. And I think that that's a drop in the ocean, but it's a start. So I guess the first thing that we would say is, and we always say to the girls, ask for help if you need it. Talk. There's so much support available. The whole of Australia is banding together, and we'll talk about that, but we're all here to support in this time. So please, if you really do need help in terms of your mental health, please do seek the support that you need.
Definitely. Another really important one that Bianca and I had to do over the holidays was just to have a social media detox if you need to. If these feelings of, anxiety or helplessness or a little bit of sadness, we pick up a lot of those emotions from things that people are posting. And that's not to say you're ignoring the issue. It's just sometimes you need to take a little break away from, all the images and people writing about it just for your own well-being.
Absolutely. And I feel like something that for me personally has onset a little bit of that helpless anxiety feeling is there's so much in your face about people donating and how much they've donated and where they're donating to. And I just wanted to say that there are multiple ways that you can support. It doesn't have to be financial. It can be your time. It can be sitting and doing a positive visualization or a meditation or sending good vibes.
Definitely.
We did a run the other day and just picked up some groceries. We didn't spend a whole lot of money, but it was just something that we physically could contribute. We saw the goods. That was our way of contributing. And I think it's important to remember that the fire season is far from over. the Australian people are going to need our support for months to come.
Yeah.
So if you're not in a position to financially support at this point, there's so much more you can do, and there's going to be so many months down the track where we'll all need to continue to pitch in and support. So try and not let all these fundraisers cause any excess anxiety or helplessness or pressure around a situation which can also already trigger so many emotions.
Yeah, definitely. And we've actually we've had a few questions being asked about how to speak to your children or your kids about the fires, and we're actually, Bianca and I are going to be running through that in a video tomorrow that we're going to be releasing, with just some really simple steps and strategies that you can use to speak to your children about the fires, because obviously it's quite a big crisis, and it's something that we do need to discuss with them, but there's different ways that we can go about it, because we don't want to scare them, but we also don't want to hide the reality of what's happening in our own country.
And I think that an opportunity like this, as tragic as it is, it's an opportunity for us to learn from what's happened and to make change and to be better.
Definitely.
And to support one another, which we'll talk about then.
Yeah. But we just wanted to, if you are feeling helpless or, a little bit anxious, obviously the tips that we've given you, but also a really amazing thing that helped us a lot was looking at the situation from a different perspective. How amazing it has been to watch the Australian people band together in a crisis and to help people that, they don't even know. Maybe you don't even know anyone who's affected. There's just been, countless fundraisers. There's been just so many donations of food and time. Those firefighters that are there fighting and they don't even know who's living in their houses. It's been really amazing to see that side of things.
Yeah, definitely.
To look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah, I think for me, this has been the first time probably that I can sort of recall that I felt this real sense of camaraderie and, I don't recall, I'm not saying that there hasn't been, but for me, I've never felt this real sense of like banding together and supporting each other so internationally and nationally and, on so many levels.
Yeah. So I think pretty much just to wrap it up, a lot of people are feeling, a little bit helpless or a bit overwhelmed. So make sure that you look after yourself and touch base with those people. Maybe they have been affected or they know people who have been.
Yes.
So taking that time away if you need to, but also not feeling the guilt of taking that time away from social media if you need it, posting things that aren't relevant to the fires. It's not ignoring it, it's more just having that little break from it.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's a bit of a breather. I think that everyone feels very emotional and very our hearts go out to all those involved. And we need to go on looking after ourselves so that we can be that support.
Definitely. So like we said, tomorrow we've had a few questions about how to speak to your children about this, this crisis. So Bianca and I will be releasing a video on that. But if you have any questions about that, about how to discuss this with your kids, please feel free to message us or put it in the comments, and we can cover that tomorrow. But we are back.
Yeah.
So Chat Time Tuesdays.
Chat Time Tuesday.
We'll be back. So next week, special guest. Who is it? We'll see. Yeah, keep you on your toes. So we hope you have an amazing night. We've missed you.
Good to be back.
But we're back. We are back.
2020.
We're doing better than ever. So see ya.
Oh no, I lost it. Oh, there it is. Bye.